everybody, my name's Eric Hopkins, this is my good buddy Brendan, and welcome to our YouTube channel. If you're finding us for the very first time, please click that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get all the notifications about when we put up new content right here on this channel. And of course, this is our weekly Mike's Wrestling Fun Facts and Trivia segment here, where our Fun Facts and Trivia guru Mike always sends us in a little bit of pro wrestling trivia here on the channel, so we can try to answer that question and try to figure out if we come up with the right answer. And I believe this week he sent us a trivia question in regards to Extreme Rules and the history of Extreme Rules, considering WWE's newest pay-per-view will be coming out here within the next few weeks, I believe. So let's watch the video here that he sent us, and we'll see if we can answer the question. So here we go.
All right, so the guys kind of wanted me to do a trivia question on maybe an upcoming pay-per-view or something. So I did some checking. The next pay-per-view is Extreme Rules. And I checked to see when Extreme Rules started, and the first Extreme Rules took place in 2009. It was the pay-per-view that took over for what was One Night Stand, which was at the beginning an ECW reunion type pay-per-view, and then just kind of became your typical WWE, let's throw all the brands together pay-per-view. So, without doing a whole lot of research, to be very honest with you, it's kind of been a hectic week. I decided that the question is going to simply be this. At the end of the very first Extreme Rules pay-per-view, CM Punk cashed in his Money in the Bank contract on the winner of the main event of that pay-per-view, the winner of which was I'm going to call it the Big Gold Belt World Champion. You know, the old WCW World Title Belt that they simply called the World Heavyweight Championship. So my question for you is this. Who was the champion in which CM Punk cashed in his Money in the Bank and won the title from? Your choices are Edge, Jeff Hardy, Dolph Ziggler, or Jack Swagger. Hope you're all having a fabulous week. And next week, I plan on doing my own little trivia. You know, I think it's time I really started challenging the guys. I've been throwing them all these softball questions. So, next week, we're going to get back to your guru here, coming up with just these random questions. If you're not yet done it, please hit like, please hit subscribe, and hit that wonderful notification bell so you can be informed when new content is put up on the page. Y'all take care, and I'll talk to you again later.
Okay, so who all did he say exactly? He said Dolph Ziggler, Jack Swagger, Jack Swagger, I guess. Yeah, I keep getting confused with Jake Hager now. He said Edge or Jeff Hardy. Yeah. Edge or Jeff Hardy. I'm not gonna lie. When I was listening to this trivia, I honestly, my first thought was John Cena, but he said that was not one of the four options, so that's clearly out the window. So my next best guess, I think, would probably be Edge, because I just don't see CM Punk. Now, I don't recall him. I think he was babyface at this point. I think. Mm-hmm. I don't recall him cashing in on another babyface. Now watch him be heel, and he cashed in on babyface. But yeah, I mean, part of me thinks because Jeff Hardy and Dolph probably, well, Dolph maybe it could have been Dolph. Dolph being a heel is kind of when he had the belt.
Yeah.
I'm starting to convince myself maybe it was Dolph. Jack Swagger, I don't think he ever got cashed in on. I don't think that was a thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, wow. You got any first thoughts on this?
I originally thought Jack.
I know. I did the same thing. Really? See, that's
for me. It was a toss-up between Jack Swagger and Jeff Hardy.
Okay. Well, and yeah, you could be. Yeah, I just thought Jeff had the WWE title, not the World or the old WCW title. That's partially where I'm thinking there. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna change I'm gonna go with Dolph Ziggler. That's just my assumption.
Jeff Hardy.
Now watch it be Edge, like my first.
I know, like yeah.
It's usually your first inclination you don't go with that ends up being correct. All right, so with that being said, let's go into the answer here. He says, at the very first Extreme Rules in 2009, CM Punk would cash in his second Money in the Bank contract for the Big Gold Belt World title and defeat Jeff Hardy. So there you go. All right.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
That was a guess. I'm telling you now. Just a guess.
Yeah, and Jeff Hardy, who had just won it against Edge in a ladder match, I think on the same night. This was June 7th, 2008. Hardy would regain the title at an event simply called The Bash on July 26th, but would drop it back to Punk on August 23rd at SummerSlam at a TLC match. Hardy would then lose again to Punk on the following SmackDown and be forced to leave WWE. He would then go to TNA, where at Victory Road 2011, he would have a very infamous match with Sting. Look it up if you don't want to, if you don't know what I'm talking about. He also sent in a couple links I'm going to put in here in the description of the cash in on Hardy that we're discussing here, and of course the Victory Road match with Hardy and Sting. So that way, Mike's I've kind of had a discussion with him about we're going to start putting links to these videos and trivia segments that we're discussing in the descriptions of these videos. That way you guys can check out exactly what we're talking about if you've not seen them before. We thought that would be a good idea, so we'll put that in the description. But yeah, so Jeff Hardy. Yeah, well, at least I was right about the babyface part being cashed in on. But I was completely off when it comes in. You did guess Jeff Hardy, didn't you? Yeah, so.
Yeah, because that was a guess, like
total guess. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even know. I couldn't even remember if Jeff Hardy held that belt. Like I said, I was like, wait, was Jeff even there? I don't know. So I guess, wow, I need to go back and see how many titles Jeff Hardy's actually won. Because like I said, I remember him winning the WWE title a little bit later on here. I don't think it was this year for sure. Maybe around 2011 is my guess. But then again, it has him in TNA there, so I don't know.
With fucking Jack
Jack Swagger in WWE. Yes, I agree. I love the feeling. It's like me right now trying to remember Daniel Bryan Danielson. I know JR called Ruby Soho Ruby Riot on the pay-per-view. Actually, it's just one of those things that people jump ship and stuff all the time, and it's hard to keep them straight. But yeah, I mean, wow, Jeff Hardy. Okay, well, did not remember that at all. There seems to be a running theme here on the Mike's Trivia segment here, where just can't remember things from 10, 15 years ago. No doubt about it. But wow, okay, cool. Yeah, so. Another CM Punk moment, actually, too. So I'm glad Mike's got this idea of kind of going back to his own, coming up with something next week. So that's a good thing, because I don't know what to ask him to look up now anyway. So
yeah.
But I'm glad to see him get back to him coming up whatever he wants to talk about. So next week we have no idea what the trivia is going to be, but this week it was definitely CM Punk cashed in on Jeff Hardy. So did you guys know the answer to this question? If you did, please comment down below. Let us know what you guys think, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you get all the notifications about when we put up new content right here on this channel. And until our next trivia, guys, I got to do some studying because my gosh, I'm completely out of the loop here. But anyway, take care, guys.
We about to turn it on.